So, this is the way history actually occurred. Um, God, or the devil, let's say the same person, the same entity, in December of 1945, through instrumentation only allowed by the devil or God, informed Stalin. No, I didn't actually inform Stalin. I would not inform Stalin because Stalin is not trustworthy. God, look at my teeth. Fucked up. Yeah, I've been drinking. Yes, indeed. The devil does drink. But anyway, through instrumentation only allowed by the devil or God, as the case may be. I know, I'm drinking beer. I hate beer. I hate beer. I really have vodka. It's not like vodka. Anyway, all right. So in 1941, the devil and her accomplice, also known as Mrs. Wallace, Wallis, visited Stalin in his dacha when he was totally fucking shit-faced, sort of like I am, and informed him that unless he produced a counterattack against the Germans, he'd be worm meat. That means he'd be dead. And but he knows me because he's visited the devil before. God, your teeth are fucked up. I got your teeth there. Anyway, so but I said you had to sign this large document, but don't read it. Just sign it. This created the ministry. The ministry has one purpose. I mean, I'm sorry to say this, girls, because of God's, well, problem with John, he had to eliminate all the women from the planet Earth. And he had to use Stalin as an instrument. So he created the ministry. The ministry has one sole purpose: to basically systematically eliminate all females, all human females from planet Earth. And this is done. So there are no, very few. There's only like 1% of 1% of the population of planet Earth that are human females, and they're special. The specials, of course, are immune from contagion. That's what God had to produce: a vaccine to eliminate the possibility of contagion. Contagion could lead to, well, the end of everything. So anyway, so systematically, beginning in December of 1945, because the devil realized that, well, it would be better if we had just one government, one world authority. And so he told the Russians how to defeat the United States. He used, so they had the copies of the B-36, which is a long-range bomber, and they had copies of the atomic bomb, and they flew using flotation devices provided by the devil. Thank you, devil. to surreptitiously creep up on the United States and tell them that, well, basically, they were in for a rude surprise unless they submitted to the Soviet demand for absolute and total surrender. Complete and absolute total surrender. Now, Truman, who was the president at the time, said, "I'm from Missouri, show me." So anyway, one single B-36, the Soviet version, flew over Arkansas, which of course there's nothing in Arkansas worth a damn, and dropped an A-bomb and blew up a certain amount of hillbillies. And so Truman was convinced that basically his shit was on fire. He had to submit to the Soviet authority, and he did. So everything that came after December of 1945 was basically ruled by the Soviets. Everything. But the Soviets became very greedy. They lived in luxury, and they used too much oil. So around 1972, I think it was, the Soviets went to Saudi Arabia to ask them if they could help them with the problem with oil. Well, Saudis are very crafty people, and they realized they had an opportunity. So what do you offer us in return for our oil? And the Soviets, being unwise, these drunken, stupid people, they said, "We have the keys to the kingdom. We own everything. We own the United States. We own everything but China. We don't own China. But we own everything else but China. And we'll give you the keys if you give us oil, because we need the oil." Anyway, the Saudis thought about it. Anyway, came with an idea. Well, you have to submit to our rules. That is the Islam. Islam forbids drinking and forbids other things, and we have to have our women protected because we know what you're doing. We have spies. So anyway, the Soviets said, okay, give us the oil and we'll call it a done deal. So the ministry is actually controlled by machines. God, in her infinite wisdom, decided that the machines could operate the ministry. The ministry is designed for one purpose: to make the illusion of females persistent. That is, giving birth, having labor pains, everything is all an illusion, not real. Women think they're women, but they're not. They're only men serving as women, servicing men as men. So anyway, the Saudis took control of the ministry in 1970, around 1972, and made rules. One of the rules was no alcohol. So anything you have alcoholic, like I have beer. See, there's beer. That's not beer. That's a barbiturate. It's like in the movie Wolf on Wall Street. It's a barbiturate. It's not beer. It's a barbiturate. It serves as beer, serves as alcohol, but it's not beer. So anyway, the Saudis are basically in control of the ministry. Thank you, ministry. And I'm happy with that result. The Saudis have been in control of the ministry for a long time. This is 2017. Yeah. Vodka, barbiturate. Beer, a barbiturate. Because the Quran prohibits use of alcohol. That's right. So anyway, and so now there are the Saudis, Muslim women are immune, or I should say, not susceptible. Not. There really are women, Saudi women, right? Females. Now, the Quran believes that you can have sex with men as long as they're just defined as animals, which is, of course, what humans are, talking monkeys, animals. But I see it here and there. It's all written in the book. The book, of course, is, well, designed and crafted by the devil. Me. That's right, me. Who am I? I'm God and the devil. One little neat package. Somebody's coming up the street. I don't like interlopers. I like the moon, though. It's very nice. See the moon? It's almost full moon. It's a waning moon. Anyway, I'm waiting. Yes, I got drunk today, and my children love me to get drunk. They says, "Drink, Lucifer, drink." Even the children say that. I don't know why the children say that. Children do not drink. It's a sin. Even if it is a barbiturate, don't drink. It's a sin. If all these things are true, I'm sorry, girls. You know what GIRL stands for? GIRL. God is really Lucifer. Yes, true. And you blow your nose. You know what you're saying. Beast literally owns the world. The beast does own the world. True. Yeah. And I have 3 short beers here I gotta drink, and then I'm gonna go. That's all I know. This is Operation Officer Windfall. I'm not going to submit this to YouTube because it would be too egregious. Make it a private conversation only. This is Operation Officer. Well, I already said that. God, I'm getting forgetful in my old age. How old am I? I'm 6,666 years old. See my teeth? They're fucked up because I've been drunk so many times.